Oh man, I'm back, bro. It's been a long season, man. It's been a long couple of months, dog. I went ghost in the winter. I went ghost through the beginning of the year, New Year's season. I was thinking about making a video for New Year's and all that good stuff there, but life just been kind of rough lately. And now we finally done made it to the spring and into the summer, and I'm back. I'm back with another video, baby. What it do? What it do? What it do? So, what I just wanted to come on here and do today is just give y'all a little bit of Suns gameplay. Because let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. This NBA season has been unpredictable, if I could say. Look at start the game off with a jam. DeAndre Ayton looking like a beast. But look. This season has been very, very, very unpredictable. First, let's start off with this. Kevin Durant makes me sick. Now, I just want to say that off rip. This man keep making super teams and all this goofy stuff like this here, man. How many superstars do the man need to go and get a championship every year? Okay, look. We know LeBron did the thing with Chris Bosh and Dwayne Wade and all that good stuff. But Dwayne Wade was older. I mean, not old, but older, and the bad knees and stuff like that. He wasn't in his prime no more, okay? And Chris Bosh wasn't doing Chris Bosh things at that point in time. But that's besides the point. Look, we get the super team thing and all that type of stuff there. But this man, Durant, he went to a 73-9 Warriors team as one of the best players in basketball. He got beat. I mean, they were up 3-1 with Russell. Blasey. He lost. He left. Went to the super team and got a ring like that. And now we going down to, went to Brooklyn and stuff. And we was like, cool, we're going to go to Brooklyn and set up his own team there with Kyrie and stuff like that. Two, Batman, Robin kind of thing. I was like, that's dope. That's dope. I like that idea. You feel me? I was seeing all the teams were having two stars, I think at the time Russell was with James Harden, and Porzingis was with Luka, and then LeBron, AD, etc. down the line, right? I'm like, that's cool. You feel me? That's a nice little NBA season right there. Nice competition across the board. Two-man tandems. Then this man Durant go over here and get James Harden, because I think Russell left or something like that. And then you got a super team again. Like, bro, can we please just have competition in the NBA? I'm so tired of this, man. I am so tired of this super team stuff, man. Two Batman, Robin, that's cool. Steph Curry, Clay, with a little Draymond. Draymond not that nasty. He good, but he not that nasty. You feel me? So, that's what I want to see. I want to get Batman, Robin. You got your Batman guy. Look, Chris Paul and D-Book. I love the two-man tandem, but this super team stuff got to go. But as I digress, man, I was trying to see the Lakers, AD and LeBron take on the Nets and beat them, because they turn themselves into like the super villains of the NBA. Because Kevin Durant just keeps doing that. He's making me sick like that. But that's whatever. Okay, so we get to all through the season and stuff. It's looking good, blasey. Like I said, I'm pulling for the Lakers to beat the Nets in the finals and stuff like that. But the injuries have been taking over all year long. Okay, because I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's got something to do with the shortened season, off season, because they had the coronavirus and then they had to do the bubble and then they had to come back for the Christmas game, because it's all about the money. It's all about the money. We understand that, okay? It's about the money at the end of the day. But now we got the playoffs all jacked up because all the superstars keep getting hurt. Kawhi got hurt, LeBron got hurt, AD got hurt, Kyrie got hurt, James Harden got hurt. So everybody that we thought was going to end up being in, the end of the season, they not there no more. Everybody's hurt. Even Giannis got hurt for a little bit there. Just a ton of injuries. I think they said it was like 16 major players got, injured and stuff like that. And nobody wants to see that in the playoffs. But look, as I digress, this video is about Chris Paul, the PURNT God. As you can see in this game, I'm going off with CP3. I know y'all listen to my commentary, but watch in the background now. Watch how I work the offense, and I'm on PURNT God mode with Chris Paul. Because you got to understand, Chris Paul has been my favorite player since, like, I want to say 2008. So I was always a Hornets fan because I grew up out there in Louisiana. But this man, Chris Paul, he took my heart, man. He took my inspiration. My what is the word? What is the word that I'm trying to go with here? Forget it. But I just was awe inspired by this man because he's a 6-foot point guard, and he was going up against Kobe Bryant in the first round. I think that was like 2008, 2009, kind of that timetable right there. And the man had nobody, okay? He had David West as his second kind of best player, you feel me? Let's be real. Chris Paul hasn't really had a lot of help in his NBA career. Wait. Let me take that back. Let me slow down because I'm going to get some hate in the comments about, James Harden and stuff like that. And, okay, let's just go down the line. he was over there with the Hornets, and he was playing with David West. Okay, David West is nice, you know. I mean, come on, he's not calling David West the all-star. He's just like a cool kind of role player starter. He's reliable, get you buckets and stuff like that. He's like 18-9 kind of back then. But come on now, we're not David West. Stop it. And then my boy, and he had Peja Stojakovic before that, but Peja Stojakovic was, you know, he was old, and you know, that was the end of that. You know, there's no Peja at that point. Not like how we used to be. Then he goes over there. They had the whole Kobe situation. Like I said, he was averaging triple doubles against Kobe in the playoffs and all that type of stuff. I was like, oh my God, this man Chris Paul is off the chain, blah, 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 cool. So couldn't win with the Hornets because they were butt, and we always are butt because, or the Pelicans now, but because we just, I don't know, we just waste talent. We wasted Chris Paul, we wasted Anthony Davis, and now we're gonna waste Zion too. But look, that's beside the point. Okay, so he goes to the Clippers now after the whole debacle. We're trying to get to the Lakers, and the NBA vetoed that, blah, blah, blah. He would have been had a ring if they would let that man go over there with Kobe and get the ring with Paul Gasol and them boys, Andrew Bynum. It was over with. So they knew that couldn't happen. He goes to the Clippers, and he has Blake Griffin. Come on, man. We know Blake Griffin was cool with the dunks and everything like that, but he didn't really have nobody like... Oh, that was before Blake Griffin got the jump shot and everything. He was just, you know, he was just raw and athletic. He had some post moves. He was getting buckets and stuff, 20 and 10. But that's not like, you know, he was playing, you know, the Warriors was 73 and 9 and all that. He couldn't outdo that. So then Chris Paul was like, yeah, it's not really working out down here. Let me go over to the Houston. Goes over there with James Harden. But, you know, he's butting heads with James Harden. James Harden keeps getting hurt. And James Harden likes to choke in the playoffs and stuff like that. Chris Paul, you know, yeah, he gets hurt every playoffs. You know, that's part of the, you know, his reputation too. But what can the man do about that, man? He's the PURNT GOD. He just got a small body, okay? Leave my boy alone. And then that didn't work out. So they're like, we got to get this man up out of here. They ship him off to OKC with the Young Bucks, and they rebuild him. Chris Paul couldn't win with that team, but he got him to the playoffs, man, because he's the PURNT GOD, floor general. You understand? As he's battling John Morant, who's up and coming young guy right now. But we talking about the legend, the first ballot Hall of Famer Chris Paul today, man. As I'm getting steady buckets on this game, if you're paying attention. Okay, so now we finally get Chris Paul up out of there, and we get him over to Phoenix. Nobody expected this to happen, y'all. I love Chris Paul to death, man, but ain't nobody see this man going to the finals with Devin Booker. Devin Booker been a bucket, okay? We already know that. 70 points in the game. He just needed a little bit more help over there. He was a great player on a bad team. And now this man, CP, if y'all watched the game yesterday on Tuesday, July the 6th, this man went and dropped 32. Now we already knew Chris Paul was a beast, but ain't nobody see this man going off like this in the first game. Well, let me slow down. Let me calm down. Because it's early as I'm dancing on John Morant. You see me? Oh, step. Where you? Bucket. He's on fire. You see my boy. All right, let me calm down because my boy cooking the young buck here, right here. But like I said, man, I'm just so happy for Chris Paul. He is the PURNT GOD, one of the best players ever. He finally went through all them teams that we were just talking about, and he's finally getting an opportunity to showcase himself on the biggest stage, which he's been trying to get to for the last 16 years. I'm rooting for him. I love Giannis Antetokounmpo too. You know, he's a great guy, great player, and all that good stuff. But look, man, it's due time for Chris Paul to go ahead and get a ring. As you saw in this video, we had a battle between the young buck, John Morant, and Chris Paul. D-Buck wouldn't give me too much because, you know, I don't know, just he wasn't making the shots. He was open, but he wasn't making them joints. I hope y'all enjoyed the gameplay, and I'm back, man. I'm gonna try to be more consistent with the videos. I appreciate y'all for checking me out. I'm out. Go CP.